Because we go to all different corners of the country in the Bosch Motorsport Australia Rally Championship, each state offers something unique, something different. And here in WA, for many, many years, it's been this, Dino, hasn't it? The surface. So starting sometimes as car one isn't necessarily an advantage, is it?
No, when we did the WRC here back in WA, they called it the ball-bearing roads, and basically because this is actually quite unique, would you believe, where the gravel stones are like ball bearings. So when you're the first car, you have this sort of loose layer, so you're sort of sweeping through this big long right-hander, which is a great well-formed road, but on top, you're skating like on ball bearings. So the Europeans found it difficult, and it is quite unique to WA.
So if you're perhaps third car on the road, first one's got to do a bit of that sweeping. You do then get the benefit of a cleaner bit of road to put your tyre on, don't you?
Once it clears, even if you move to this section, you can see this is a bit more well formed. It'll start, if this is the best race and it starts to form car after car, you want to be about 4 on the road in these conditions, because once you sort of get a set line, then you've got to stay in the line. If you fall outside into the loose stuff, then you're in trouble as well. So there's this sort of thing in the back of your head when you're driving, you're sort of picking the conditions. You'll go off onto another road and you've got to sort of look at the, almost like being a gardener in a way, on what the soil's like, and whether the rain comes in, it plays a different part to when it's wet. This year's Forest Rally looks like it's going to be dry. Would you believe a light amount of moisture would add grip to start with, and if it gets too much, then it's slippery. It's a really weird combination.
Final question from me, does that add a bit to the gamesmanship here, thinking about how you play the rally and where you might be on the road to hopefully gain that advantage?
It isn't so much when you're doing a heat format. WRC, when road position, they definitely play tactical. Here it's an all-out sprint. Someone like Harry and Lewis and the likes of Scott Petter, they're used to being car one, but when you're first got number one on the door, your first car on the road, the very first time, it plays a mental part as well.
So there you go, the trademark ball bearing surface here in WA.